This is the chapter 8. Subtraction of fraction. Reza has 4 by 5 meter of string. If he gives 1 by 5 meter of string to the Mina, how long string will be left? By physically, we seen that 1 meter string is divided into 5 parts. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he has 4 parts of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. But he gives 1 part, 1 by 5, that is 5, 1 part of 5 string to Mina. How long string will he left? So we see that physically the 1 part is given Mina, so he remain the last 3 part. So he remain 3 by 5. We find it by physically, by picture, but we can find it by simple subtractions of fraction. How many 1 by 5 meter are there in 1 4 by 5 and 1 by 5? So we see that there are remain 4. There are remain 4 in 4 by 5 in 1 by 5. So we simply subtract it. We know that there is a denominator 5 and common denominator 5. So we can write common denominator will be 5. So we write 5 divided by 5, we get 1. So 4 multiplications with 1 minus 5 divided by 5, we get 1. So 1 multiple with 1, so we get 4 minus 1 divided by 5, so it will be 3 by 5. So here we can write 3 by 5 meter long string he left. Explain how to calculate 1 minus 3 by 5. Here result is 2 by 5. How can we calculate? We write 1 minus 3 by 5. This is the revision class, so you already know that when there is no denominator, you have to let a denominator as 1. So 1 and 5. So the common denominator will be 5 into 1. So it will be 5. So common denominator will be 5. When you divided 5 by 1, you get 5. So 1 multiple with the 5. Numerator 1 and multiple 5 minus 5 divided by 5, you get 1. So numerator 3 multiple 1. So here we can write 5 multiple 5 and 1, we get 5 minus 3. Here we write 2 divided by 5. So result will be 2 by 5. In this way, we can solve any subtractions of fraction. You have to remember it. You have to remember it. When we subtract fraction with the same denominator, the denominator of the answer will be the same as the common denominator, and the numerator will be obtained by subtracting the numerator of subtrahend from the numerator of minuend. It is simple. You remember when the common denominator will be occurred in the answer, you follow this. So there is a calculations 4 by 7 and 3 by 7. We find that the 7 part of 4, 4 of 7 part. So this is colored 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have to subtract 3 of 7 part, this 3, so you remain this one color. We simply subtract it by the following this rule. You see that there is a common denominator 7, so we write 7. Then you have to subtract in the numerator of subtrahend 4 minus the numerator of minuend 3. Then the result will be 1 by 7 easily. When the denominator is common, you follow these rules to solve any subtractions of fraction. So there is a some math for calculations. We will solve it. You will practice in your home because this is the revision class. I already solved it in the previous lecture. So this is 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. So we write here 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. The common denominator is 3. So we write the numerator of 2 minus the numerator of 1 because there is a common denominator. So 3, there will be 1. So the result will be 1 by 3. Number 2, there is 3 by 4 minus 2 by 4. So here is common denominator 4. So we write 3 minus 2. So the result will be 1 by 4. So here we write the 1 by 4. The number 3. Here the 4 by 5 minus 2 by 5. So the common denominator 5. There is 4 minus 2. So result will be 2 by 5. Number 4. And there is 5 by 6 minus 1 by 6. Common denominator 6. So we write 5 by 1. We write 4 by 6. This is a result. We can lower it by division process. We divided by 2 with the 4, we get 2, and divided by 2 with 6, we get 3. So the result here will be 3 by 2. This result and this result are same. This is called common, this is called same fraction, equivalent fraction. So two results, both are also right. You can write one of each. Number 5, there is 6 by 7 and 5 by 7. So the common denominator 7. Here we write 6 minus 5. Here we write 7 and 1. So result will be 1 by 7. Number 6, there is 7 by 9 minus 2 by 9. So there is 9. There will be 7 minus 2. So result will be 5 by 9. So result will be 5 by 9. Number 7. There will be 1 minus 3 by 4. So here is a 1. It is an integer. So you have to let a common integer 1, common denominator 1. So the denominator will be 1 into 4. So it will be 4. When you divide it by 4 by 1, this rule is not applied for this math because there is no common denominator. So at first you have to divide the common denominator by the individual denominator, then multiply with the numerator. So 4 divided by 1, you get 4. So 1 into 4 minus 4 divided by 4, you get 1. So it will be 3 into 1. So here will be 4 minus 3. So result will be 1 by 4. This type math is different from this because there is a common denominator. You just write in the upper side is the division, subtractions of the numerator, but there is no common denominator. There is 1 and 4. So you do not write this math before 1, following this before rules. So you have to follow in this way. In the number 8, there is 5 by 8 and 3 by 8. So there will be 8, 5 minus 3, and it will be 8, and there will be 2. You write it, or you divided the denominator and numerator by the common number. It will be 2. So here will be 1, and divided by 2, it will be 4. So the result will be 1 by 4. 1 by 4. The number 9, again 1 minus 7 by 8. So it will be 8. There will be common denominator 1. So it will be 8 minus 7. It is obtained in this way. So we write here 1 by 8. This is the result of 9. Number 10, this is the 5 by 6 minus 3 by 6. So there is a common denominator 6. So we write 5 minus 3. So here we write 2 by 6. This is the result, but we can write by divided by 2, the numerator and denominator. So divided by 2, it will be 1 and it will be 3. So result will be 1 by 3. This is result. This is also result. So this is called equivalent fraction. So you can write any one of 2. The number 11, there is 8 by 9 minus 5 by 9. So it will be 9. We write 8 minus 5. So we write 3 by 9. And also we write 1 by 3 by multiplying by dividing by 3. This is result and this is also result. They are equivalent fraction. In the number 12, this is 1 minus 4 by 9. So the result common 9. So you can write 9 minus 4. So the result will be 5 by 9. We write 9 by 4 because it will write a common denominator 1 and then write now 9 divided by 9 by 1, you get 9. 9 multiplied by 1, you get 9. Minus 9 divided by 9, you get 1. 4 multiplying 1, you get 4. We write here in this way. This is the subtraction of fraction. To ourselves, the numerator and denominator of some fractions are given below. To write the fraction, we can write easily these types of fraction here. Numerator 7 and denominator 9. So fraction will be 7 by 9. Here denominator 11 and numerator 5. So fraction will be 5 by 11. Here numerator 11 and denominator 15. So the fraction will be 11 by 15. Here denominator 8 and numerator 3. So the fraction will be 3 by 8. This is an easy matter. You can write it. Find the 3 equivalent fractions of the following fraction. We find out the equivalent fraction by multiplying a common number with the numerator and denominator. In this row, we find the equivalent fraction by multiplying the common number 2. In this row, we multiplying the common number 3. In this row, we multiplying the numerator, denominator, common number 4. So here we write by multiplying 5 with the 2, we get 10. And multiplying 2 with the 6, we get 12. Multiplying 3 with 5, we get 15. Multiplying 3 with 6, we get 18. Multiplying 4 with 5, we get 20. Multiplying 6 with the 4, we get 24. Here multiplying 3 with 2, we get 6. Here multiplying 2 with 7, we get 14. Here multiplying 3 with 3, we get 9. Here multiplying 3 with 7, we get 21. Here multiplying 4 with 3, we get 12. Here multiplying 4 with 7, we get 28. Here multiplying 2 with 2, we get 4. Here multiplying 2 with 9, we get 18. Here multiplying 3 with 2, we get 6. Here multiplying 3 with 9, we get 27. Here multiplying 4 with 2, we get 8. Here multiplying 4 with 9, we get 36. So these row, all 4 fractions are equivalent fraction. This new 3-1 with the equivalent with 5/6. In this row, they are all are equivalent fractions. The new 3-1 with the equivalent with 3/7, and the third one all are equivalent fraction. The new 3-1 with the equivalent 2/9. In this way, we can find out the equivalent fraction by multiplying a common number with the numerator and denominator. Check the following pairs of fractions are equivalent or not. Then write the equivalent or not equivalent. There is a way to check the which two both fractions are equivalent or not. This is way to multiply the numerator and denominator of opposite fraction. At first, we write here multiplying by 2 way, we find multiplying 5/3. 5 into 3, we get 15. When multiplying 2 with the 10, we get 20. So two results are not same. One is 15, another is 20. So they are not equivalent fraction. Another one, multiply 1 into 16 and 4 into 4. So we write 4 into 4. We get 16. When we multiply 1 into 16, we get 16. So the both results are same. So two fractions are equivalent. So they are equivalent. In the number 3, multiplying the crossly, so we write 6 into 7. Multiplying 6 into 7, we get 42. Multiplying 2 into 21, we also get 42. So they are equivalent fraction. Here multiplying crossly, 6 into 2, we get 12. And 4 into 3, we get 12. So they are common, same result. So they are equivalent fraction. Here multiplying 25 into 2, we get 50. 10 into 5, we get 50. So they are equivalent. So two are equivalent fraction. We write 8 into 6, we get 48. 3 into 24, we get 72. So result is not same, so they are not equivalent fraction because their multiplying result is different. In this way, we find out the following pairs are equivalent or not. If they are equivalent, we write they are equivalent, or not, we write they are not equivalent. Uh, this page, there are some addition of subtractions. You have to solve it now. Now you try it, solve it. Open your exercise notes books and you solve it at that moment. Hurry up and see with me with your camera. You have to solve this math right now.